Hey everybody, I'm Jenny Gage, and this is Life Take Two. Today, I want to show you just a couple of my favorite things. In a former life, I had a little more money than I do today, but with the budget that I have, I try to be really intentional with what I buy, which is why this beautiful muesli bowl and these eggshell finished pasta bowls with the initials JH on the bottom are all made by a local potter named James Hall of Ceramics by James. My kids will tell you I'm as obsessed with my tall glass as I am with shopping local and supporting real people in real businesses. I am intensely anti corporation and I would avoid them at all costs if I could. My followers know I've been mostly boycotting Amazon for going on 2.5 years now, except for things that are absolute emergencies, medical necessities, or things we can't find anywhere else. And I've found that buying from real people face to face not only has economic benefits for my local community, as an estimated 60% of money that you spend locally stays local, but also has this beautiful connective human component to it. Every time we eat dinner, I know exactly whose hands made the dishes that we're eating from. And I think that that's how we're supposed to live. I can't even tell you how excited I was when my favorite artisan invited us today into his studio to throw a piece of clay ourselves. I was literally giggling the whole way over here and telling Chloe, this is one of the best days of my life. And I kind of feel like it is. So Chloe and I spent the afternoon in James's studio learning how to wedge our clay by hand, getting all the air bubbles out, and I guess dispersing the clay molecules evenly so that they're ready to throw. And I'll tell you what, I had a spiritual experience just thinking about how primal it is to take a piece of clay out of the earth and turn it into a vessel to eat food from. Pottery is one of the oldest human inventions, originating before the Neolithic period. We've discovered fragments from the Czech Republic and China dating back between 25 and 29,000 BC. So literally what we're doing here is like the ultimate OG DIY project. So I had to nerd out just a little bit talking about the history of pottery while I tried to wedge this piece. After giving us a bit of a workout, James finally let us cheat and put our clay through this machine. I do not remember what it's called, and it's too late at night to text him and ask. It's kind of like a giant meat grinder type of situation, and it just melds that clay into the perfect consistency to work with and gets all of the air bubbles out so it doesn't, I guess, explode in the kiln. Chloe decided to film me pressing my piece. The camera was oriented wrong, but I'm just going to leave it. One thing I'll tell you right off the bat is after working with just one piece of clay, I have so much appreciation for the sheer amount of work that it takes for James to make every piece that we buy. Other than the meat grinder thingy, the wheel, and the kiln, everything is done with James's two hands. And these two hands right here have made thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of pottery. I don't even know if James knows the exact number. Now, it is really important to point out that James had this pasta bowl complete, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, and that's with telling us step by step what he was doing, and we thought we knew exactly what to do. So Chloe sat down and got to work thinking this was going to be a super simple process because James made it look so intensely easy. His pot almost seemed to make itself. Chloe's pot did not exactly make itself. And from time to time, we actually had to have James step in and rescue the clay. There's one thing that I can tell you for absolutely sure after spending a few hours in this studio. It's that pottery making is not easy. And we left today with more appreciation than we've ever had before for our beautiful ceramics and all the love, sweat, and tears that goes into making them and then cleaning up after yourself. Chloe's beautiful little bowl here is still 2 weeks away from being glazed, fired, and done. And we'd like to thank James Hall for the amazing afternoon in the studio.